Gummy candies, colorful, vibrantly shaped, and sized treats, have always been a favorite snack, winning over people of all ages. We all know these sweet, chewy candies that offer a perfect combination of sweetness and softness. Besides being a nostalgic treat from our childhood, gummy candies are also an essential part of many joyful memories. Today, let's explore how these amazing gummy candies are made. When it comes to gummy candies, Haribo is a name that cannot be overlooked. The brand behind the gummy bear craze. Haribo's factory in Kenosha, Wisconsin, is one of their largest production facilities in the US, with a capacity of up to 100 million gummy candies per day. This is also where Haribo has set its sights on expanding its presence in the US market. The factory not only uses advanced technology but is also committed to environmental protection, recycling up to 95% of the water used in the production process. With over 800 products worldwide, Haribo continues to innovate and expand, increasing its presence in new markets while maintaining its strong position in the candy industry. Before Haribo can cook up those sweet gummy batches, a secret ingredient must be prepared far in advance: gelatin. This key component gives gummies their chewy, elastic texture that everyone loves. The raw material, which includes animal hides and bones, is quality tested before entering the production process. After being cleaned, the hides are sorted and soaked in a lime solution to break down the collagen structure, softening the material. The bones are crushed to enhance collagen extraction. Following the initial processing, the material is heated in water at around 160 degrees Fahrenheit to dissolve the collagen, forming a thick solution containing protein. However, this solution remains cloudy and contains many impurities, so it needs to be filtered through a fine filtration system to remove solid particles and excess compounds. Even after filtration, the solution still contains some salt and excess water. To remove these, the solution is passed through tanks filled with tiny plastic beads, which absorb the salt and concentrate the solution to an optimal level. The result is a thick, honey-like substance. Finally, the gelatin is slowly cooled, turning into a semi-solid form with its characteristic elasticity. It is then extruded into long strands and dried, using a sterile, hot air stream to remove moisture. Once fully dried, the gelatin is ground into a fine powder. The finished gelatin is packaged and sent to candy factories, including Haribo, for use in gummy candies. Once the gelatin is prepared, the gummy candy production process at the Haribo factory officially begins. The main ingredients used to make the gummies include sugar, corn syrup, gelatin, citric acid, and various flavorings. While each factory may have its own specific recipe, the basic ingredients remain the same, including corn syrup, sugar, gelatin, starch, and water. Citric acid and malic acid are added to give the candy its signature sour taste. Notably, for those who are vegetarian or vegan, manufacturers may use alternatives like pectin or starch instead of gelatin, creating a product that caters to consumer needs. Once all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed, the mixture is cooked in massive industrial kettles, using high-pressure steam to heat it to about 356 degrees Fahrenheit. This process helps the components dissolve completely and smooths the mixture. Some of the liquid evaporates during cooking, allowing the mixture to reach the ideal consistency in just 5 minutes. Then, the mixture is transferred to a vacuum kettle to cool down to around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. When the mixture reaches the desired sweetness and temperature, it is piped to an area called the color flavor additive deck. Here, the syrup is divided into smaller portions and transferred into separate mixing kettles, where bright colors and delicious flavors are added. Initially, gummy candies only had two basic flavors, raspberry and apple, but now the flavor palette is richer than ever. You can find gummies in a wide range of vibrant colors and diverse flavors, from sour cherry, sour raspberry to sour grape. While the kettles continue to stir the mixture, another important step is taking place, preparing the molds for shaping the gummy candies. Did you know that gummy candies don't actually come into direct contact with the metal molds as we might think? Instead, they are poured into a layer of white powder that has been molded into shape. This is cornstarch, mixed with a little mineral oil to make the molding process easier. The process of making gummy candies begins with a special machine called a mogul. First, the machine fills the molds with cornstarch. The metal molds, shaped like Sour Patch Kids, are pressed onto the starch, creating hundreds of candies in a single pass. When the molds are lifted, the candy shapes are clearly visible in the starch, ready for the liquid candy mixture. This mixture is poured through funnels from the cooking kettles with 5 different flavors. The system can fill 100 molds per minute, which equals 2.5 million gummy candies per hour and about 60 million candies per production shift. Once the molds are filled, the candy trays are stacked and moved into the curing room, where the temperature is maintained at 18 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. During this time, the cornstarch absorbs the excess moisture, helping the candies become chewy and elastic as we see them. After 24 hours, the trays are taken out of the room and returned to the mogul machine. The machine flips the trays, causing the starch and candies to fall onto a sieve. The fine starch powder is recycled, while the gummy candies continue moving forward. Once the gummy candies are separated from the molds, they are still covered in a fine layer of cornstarch. They are then transferred through a rotating drum system to clean off the starch from the exterior. The final step in the gummy candy production process is applying a glossy coating. Here, a small amount of Carnauba Wax, a natural polishing agent, is added into the rotating chamber. The wax is evenly mixed with the gummies, causing them to rub against each other, creating a smooth, shiny, and appealing surface. Carnauba Wax, extracted from the leaves of the palm tree, provides a long-lasting shine without affecting the flavor. This simple but effective technique ensures that the candies not only have beautiful colors but also a shiny appearance that catches the eye. Next, the candies are randomly checked for color, shape, texture, and flavor. Those that do not meet the standard are discarded, while some samples are sent for tests on melting point and elasticity to ensure the final quality. Once the gummies are fully shaped, they continue their journey to the packaging scale. Here, vibrating funnels precisely adjust the weight of the candies. Once the correct weight is reached, the candies are dropped into clear plastic bags, which are then sealed quickly to ensure no leakage or loss of quality. Each bag of candy is then placed into large cardboard boxes. These boxes are further wrapped in shrink film to protect the candies from external elements before being sent to the palletizing machine. The candies are then loaded onto trucks, transported to distribution warehouses, and finally appear on the shelves at the familiar stores you visit. Thank you for following Factory Secrets. See you in the next episode.